Hi, my name is Pauline Geffen and I'm UX designer, and in this video I want to share my experience with Agile Masterclass by TechFleet. You know how some courses are really easy to forget in just a couple of weeks? Well, this one wasn't like that, and it really helped me with my approach to design and collaboration. Even with few completed Agile Masterclasses and even working in Agile product development, I sometimes look back and think to myself, I could have applied principles a bit better here and there. So when I saw this masterclass, I decided this is a perfect opportunity to level up. And during the class, we loosely followed Google Design Sprint workflow, but we tailored the schedules and principles and workshops to fit our team needs. We started by identifying our product prompt. We pitched in as many ideas as possible in just 5 minutes. After 2 rounds of dot voting, we landed on our main idea, facilitating career transitions. From there, we brainstormed our problem statements, prioritized them, and narrowed them down to just 2, positioning ourselves in the job market and figuring out which skills to focus on. Next, we crafted how might we questions, organized them, voted again. This process helped us to identify our first research question to tackle in the sprint 1. How do career switchers prepare for a job market? We were quite a lot of people, so we split up into multiple teams, and I was part of the primary research interview team. On Monday, we started by laying out our how might we questions together with problem statement, assumptions, and research questions. On Tuesday, we sorted those questions in the priority matrix, voted on the top ones, and decided on the research method. Initially, we planned to interview just career switchers, but we quickly realized that everyone had a different idea about career switchers. Some thought those are the people that are already in tech from another field. Some people thought those are the people who still trying to break into tech. So we slowed down, had a discussion, and it was a beautiful process of building our shared vocabulary. In the end, we decided to add made in tech, which are the people that already transitioned from another field to tech. And that also helped us to get 2 sets of insights. We had a workshop every single day, and sometimes I couldn't attend all of them. So instead of struggling through a recording, I would reach out to my teammates, and in just 10 minutes, I would be fully up to speed. And also, those conversations really made collaboration so much smoother and built that psychological safety. And I think this is a beautiful example of first agile principle, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. We finished the week by completing research test plan and research questions, and went ahead and interviewed people, and we absolutely crushed it. We conducted a bunch of interviews and gathered a lot of data. We analyzed the data with Affinity Map, gathering insights, and then fed those insights into the original assumption table. This let us check if our original assumptions are spot on or completely off, and based on that, we crafted new set of how might we questions, refining our direction. Our second sprint followed very similar process. We split up into multiple teams, and I was back in primary interview team, but this time we decided to interview hiring managers. Since we already had insights from people working in the field or trying to get into a field, it felt natural to talk to decision makers. So we were a bit nervous about getting hiring managers for the interview, so we decided to offer gift cards. And we got a scammer. This person tried to schedule 6 interviews, pretending to be a different hiring manager each time, even switching gender once. And in the end, it was all good. We actually managed to interview real hiring managers, but this process really reinforced the importance of screener survey, and if you skip it, you might end up with a one-man improv show. For our third week, we decided to extend second sprint, and it was a right call. We lost a date because of a holiday, we didn't do a retrospective or demo, and we were drowning in data. And before jumping into crazy eights and building the prototype, I think it was essential to slow down, build that shared understanding. And I think it's a great example of agile principle responding to change over following the plan. And I really like making slide decks, and it was amazing to celebrate our team achievements. I mean, we've done so much research in just 2 weeks. It was kind of unbelievable. Another highlight was the retrospective. We discussed what we learned, what we lacked, what we liked, and I think it really helped us to tackle this new upcoming sprint with more confidence. Finally, our last sprint, and I was excited to bring our ideas to life. And of course, every good sprint starts with organized data and shared understanding. So we organized our insights into mega affinity map and used insights to craft problem statement and highlight with. The catch, no solutions were allowed. Everything had to focus either on the user challenges or current state of the world. This approach helped us to keep our thinking open and adaptable and make sure that the solutions are grounded in the clear understanding of the problem and preventing us from solutioning from the beginning. After a round of prioritizing, we landed on our key question. How might we help candidates identify and prioritize the essential skills and tools they need to transition and excel in their new career? This question perfectly set us up for Crazy Eights, where we rapidly sketched our big picture ideas and concepts, not interfaces. Then we did 2 rounds of Crazy Eights, and we did a gallery walk where we voted for our favorite sketches. Then we discussed them. Some of us drew absolutely identical things. It was like we're developing a team telepathy. And for our main idea, we actually went with Garden of Skills, because just like plants, skills needs constant attention and care in order to grow, and if you don't take care of them, they eventually fade. Then we discuss the essential functions of the prototype, basically what the prototype helps user to achieve, like onboarding or the first recommended skill for user to learn. And then we split up into 2 teams. Some of us worked on research questions and the concept test plan, and some of us started building the flow and the actual prototype. Since we only had few hours before the actual test, we started building the prototype in FigJam, keeping it lean and also accessible for non-designers to contribute. And honestly, it was quite liberating. It was like prototyping on a napkin. I know I can make a pixel perfect mockup, but it was more about getting the concept right and getting the concept out there as soon as possible. 30 minutes before the first test, we brought the concept into Figma, made it clickable and ready for the test. What I've learned is that it's not easy to run a concept test, but our research team did an amazing job. They ran 5 tests and got a bunch of insights. And as you can imagine, the feedback was pretty mixed. Some people loved concept, some people had some confusion and negative feedback, but it didn't matter. All feedback was good, and all feedback sparked some new perspective or important questions, and confusion just highlighted the areas for improvement. And I think this sprint illustrates the agile principle of valuing working software over comprehensive documentation. The prototype was a bit rough, but getting it into users' hands early gave us all the insight we needed to move forward. This masterclass was truly a turning point in my career. Previously, I only worked in 2-week sprints, so I brought a lot of doubts and rigidity, like how can we do meaningful research in 1 week, or how can we even find participants in 1 week? But what it showed me is that when applied thoughtfully, the agile principles can create space for meaningful learning, speed, and flexibility. One of the coolest experiences of this class was the constant feedback loop with the customers. It reinforced that applying the customer feedback is what makes the designs truly user-centric. I hope this video inspires some ideas for your own process. I definitely want to bring everything I learned into my work and keep growing as a designer. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!